David, I didn't think it would take 14 months for us to get back together again to talk about the Southern Poverty Law Center, but here we are, and it's 14 months since we were together in the courtroom in Montgomery, Alabama, making our case before the federal judge as to why our case should go forward, and now we have some movement. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we had, Dr. Wright, you were there. As a matter of fact, you and I sat together at a table, kind of alone. It was just us on one side.
I remember.
And then quite an army of lawyers, and boy, some very impressive, some in the academic, some in the litigation realm. Southern Poverty Law Center has a huge amount of money and legal connection, and Amazon unlimited money to fund litigation. An attorney law firm from Seattle had been flown in, and first time in Alabama. So they were waging a very strong battle, and we stood before the federal judge. And for folks that are watching to understand, federal judges are appointed for life. They can make their own decisions. And it was interesting, the judge we're before is actually the judge that at one point had ruled against the 10 Commandments, and Judge Roy Moore.
Yes.
But he was very attentive and listened to the issues. But we have received a ruling from this court, and it's obviously been a thoughtful ruling. They went through a long time period and looked at it. But they have determined that we are not able to take this case to trial, that they want us to take it up on appeal. Now, for folks to understand what that means, the Southern Poverty Law Center has said that we have the right to defame D. James Kennedy Ministries and other ministries that believe in the gospel and believe in marriage and morality. And Amazon says we have the right to deny services. So it's really a defamation and a discrimination. And the court has looked at it and has determined that at this point they are going to allow that to continue. Now, in my mind, this is a travesty of justice, and we have met with the board, and under your leadership, Dr. Wright, we have made the determination that this case is so paramount, so important, that it has to be appealed to the next level. Now, for people to understand, we're in the southeastern part of the country, and our courts are broken into different circuits. We will be going before the 11th Circuit. That will be a court up in Atlanta. Now, there's some good news about this, is that there are different ministries and organizations across the country that are watching this case. And moving it to the 11th Circuit will broadcast to the whole nation how this case is ultimately going to be decided or viewed upon. Now, we do know it could end up at the Supreme Court, and we've made the prayerful determination that we are committed to go all the way. Now, we do know that's very expensive, it's very time-consuming, it's going to require a lot of effort and energy, but we have corralled a number of attorneys that are expert in these appeals that are willing to help and to stand with us, and we know the donors of the ministry are committed to praying for this case. That we believe God can move the hand of government, the hand of a judge, the hand of a court, the direction of a nation. And so we're asking folks to get behind this appeal effort because it is just so terribly important. Now, I do think people sometimes think, well, this case impacts D. James Kennedy Ministries. The reality is it certainly does, but it impacts every Bible-believing church in the country. I do think people need to understand, if this bad ruling is allowed to stand, and we're going to fight it every way we can, that this could lead to where churches are banned from the internet, churches are banned from services, Amazon won't deliver to churches. I mean, we could be looking at a second-class status for churches and ministries that would be mind-numbingly unbelievable, and that's where a case like this, if left unappealed, could result in a whole different nation. That's why we believe it's so important that people understand this case must be appealed, not just for D. James Kennedy Ministries, but literally for every Bible-preaching church and ministry in the nation. One of the strategies that the other side is working is to outrun us. They're bigger than we are. They have $500 million in savings. They have a $50 million a year budget. We're just a small micro fraction of that. But in terms of being able to stand up, we believe with God on our side, we're more than conquerors. So we're going forward to win, but we need our friends, our Gideon's group, if you will, to stand with us and to be generous in the fight.
And our donors have been enormously generous over the years, and they, I believe, do recognize the importance here. It is a question of where will people spend eternity? It is a question of what will the world look like? We still need to be faithful. Whatever environment the Lord allows us to experience, we still need to be faithful. But we live in a nation where we're given these freedoms, if we don't stand and defend, they could be lost in a heartbeat.
Well, and I would even go a little further. I think they're being lost and we don't even realize it. I often use the frog in the kettle analogy. You put a frog in cold water, he'll sit there, it'll start to heat up, and the minute it gets uncomfortable, it gets too hot, he doesn't like it anymore, he's lost his ability to jump because his leg muscles will have been cooked. And in some measure, that's what we're facing here. We're feeling the heat, but yet we're not quite ready to jump, and then all of a sudden our liberties are gone. That's why I appreciate your leadership and stepping forward and saying, you know, this is a battle that's worth fighting. This is something that's worth doing. This is a message that's worth broadcasting. Because the minute good people say, you know, we're done or we quit, that liberty will be lost for many generations to come. We know it's ultimately in the hands of the Lord, but I want to stand before the Lord and said I did everything I could to give him the same freedom I enjoyed, and even a little more if I can, because the gospel's that important.